It's getting real juicy. It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
What's up, Truth Nation and all of the Juicy Jammers out there. Welcome into Jammin' with Juice. I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy, of course. And you know, I got my boy, Ben Jammin' with me in the house. Woo, 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 woo.
It's amazing.
We got DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
And we're live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, y'all. At the Avenue where it's getting real crazy around these parts downtown. Okay? It is getting really, like, don't come over here type-ish.
Just be honest. It's getting more mayonnaise colored. It's getting more vanilla frosting over here, okay? Yesterday, we were actually doing a show last night with Wave Chappelle. All right, we're doing our After Dark show with Wave Chappelle on Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And as doing so, I saw a group of people out here who I knew Juice, they wasn't from here. You know how I know?
How'd you know?
They all came in here with cowboy hats on. All right, we up here in Wisconsin. All right, I love all Wisconsin.
Cowboy hats.
Yeah, they had the cowboy hats on. You know, like what's that Looney Tune characters?
With the gun?
Sam.
I know who you talk about.
Sam.
Yeah, let me look it up for you.
Sam whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they had those big old hats on. I'm like, bro, I know for a fact they not from here in Milwaukee. They not from nowhere up here in Wisconsin. Sure, we got some cows up here. Yosemite Sam. There we go.
Yosemite. Why is that spelled like that?
I think you just need to learn the English for that.
Yosemite.
It does look more like a Yosemite.
That's literally what it looks like.
That's almost like
Yosemite? Wow.
Yeah, it's Yosemite.
They gotta chill. I'm calling that brother just Sam, bro.
Transvisity.
Okay.
Huh?
But they had on cowboy hats, bro.
Yeah, they had on cowboy hats, man. So I was like, oh, I know they're not from here. And then on my drive here from Racine to Milwaukee, I actually ended up seeing a bunch of RVs. All right, so I'm like, oh my God, these folks over here, man. I tell you, yeah, how y'all doing? I'm like, man, these folks over here or whatever, they not from here.
Dang, that's the type of time we own, bro. Like, we finna have a bunch of cowboy hat people around here.
Cowboy hats.
Like, people who would have
some affiliation with the KKK.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? Or the riots. Like, we finna have the rioter-looking people up here in the city. I didn't even think about them. They just gonna come.
Well, you know, some of the rioters, or I don't even want to call them rioters because, you know, they're really protesters. So some of the protesters will be here, and they could be dressed like somebody off the purge or something like that, right? Like, just letting people know how they truly feel about their America.
You talk about the protesters or the people who were the rioters?
I'm
saying the people who were the rioters, those type of people.
You're talking about the January
here.
6ers.
Yes.
Okay, the January 6ers will definitely be here in Milwaukee Monday through Thursday, for sure.
Do they even have a ticket to the function? Can they even get us out the club?
I mean, honestly, it don't matter because they're going to break into it. Okay, they're going to break into it. All right, they don't give a damn about the Capitol. They don't care about the U.S. Capitol, all right? So I'm certain they don't care about breaking into anything up here in Milwaukee. They might be the thugs that they are, just like their white savior.
Well,
Donald Trump.
feel as though the city is preparing for all of it. Okay, it's a lot of energy that is, and I feel it. I feel the energy that is brewing from this RNC here in the city. I can feel it. I can see it. Like,
are you feeling?
It's an energy of, oh, something big is coming. You know, they got these fences up, that the barricades up. You know, they are really getting it cracking. Okay, they're getting it cracking. It's getting started, and I'm actually very excited to be broadcasting live from the RNC next week. Ben Jammin and I actually did a tour yesterday, y'all, and when I tell you,
know what we saw,
it looks really cool. Now, mind you, let me just make this very, 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 very clear. Y'all already know what side I'm on, right? Y'all know this, okay? We don't have to discuss that right now.
What side are you on?
However,
that was pretty good.
However, the multitude of this event that is happening, and for me to be able to have the opportunity to broadcast live from it in my media career, a once in a lifetime type of opportunity, I am excited for that aspect of it. Okay, so I want to make that very clear when I'm talking about how it looked inside, because it did look very, very cool. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold you, Juicy Jammers. It was an exciting energy because it was nobody there, you know, so the vibes of that side wasn't there to be like looking at us like, oh, look at those black people. It was just empty. It was just people putting everything together. And I was just amazed at how Media Row looks, at the Panther Arena where we're going to be broadcasting live from. I'm talking about, it looked like cubicle sets, but it's different formations of how everybody got their chair set up, how they got their mic set up. iHeartMedia got a whole stage set up with they big old icons and brand logos and things like that. We got who else was there?
BBC News.
Right. Sirius XM Radio. Sirius XM has their booth there. They had a photo booth that was saying like free Trump, free this, free that, and it looked like they was like trying to just say, hey, it was graffiti and stuff. Like, I didn't even know, like, where did they get the decorations or the idea to want to do something like that?
Yeah, they had a lot of
that was very
Trump.
Urban. That was an urban setup, bro.
They had a lot of Trump stuff up in there. I'm not gonna lie,
but it looks like an urban setup. It don't look like a conservative setup, if you know what I mean. Like, sometimes conservative setups in my mind. What do you mean by urban? In my mind, what do you mean?
What do you mean by urban?
I mean, like, it looks like something black people would have created. It looks more hip hop. It looks more street. It looks more urban. Like, that's what I mean. Okay. Because he had the brick wall with the graffiti on there, and that's what I'm saying. That's not a conservative looking type of photo opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
So does graffiti equal black people?
I didn't say graffiti. I named a lot of other things. But if you would have let me continue, I was saying, to me, in my opinion, like, the conservative view looks a little bit more like mute. It looks more clean. It looks just more bland. It looks just like tip-top shape. There is not a needle to be found. You know what I'm saying? And it just felt more like they were trying to be like, oh, he's street, you know, he's a felon. He got that rugged look to him. He's a thug, and we love it, you know?
No, I mean, honestly, I would second that, Juice. When it comes down to the photo booth that they had for the Trump background, it definitely looked like he was trying to be more street, if you will.
Yeah,
he's trying to make sure that
he's appealing to
all demographics.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, his white face is already on there, but the concrete in the back makes it feel like he's one of us in a sense.
Yes.
But with that being said, yeah, there were plenty of people down there. Plenty of people going to be down there next week. Whether we talking about again the BBC News, not the category on your porn websites, but literally the British Broadcasting Channel will be there next week. We also got the India network that'll be down there. I mean, they're flying literally in from India, all right, halfway around the world, coming here to Milwaukee to do it. And honestly, like you said, Juice, it really truly is an honor to be doing this in our career. And we just started our show like less than 2 months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
Pulled you to the side. I'm like, Juice, like, this is really big, bro. Like,
right.
Hey, we done had a hell of a run already.
Bro, going into Pfizer and then seeing where our seats are up top, and then seeing just how the stage is set up, seeing all the balloons. They are going to do a balloon drop with 100,000 balloons in Pfizer Forum. So we saw everybody put in the balloon, blowing up the balloons, and they had like a system. They had a funnel of how they were getting all these balloons into one area. It was just crazy to see. Okay, it was crazy to see. It's gonna be crazy all next week, y'all. So if you have to go through the downtown area, and I'm sure all the other shows have talked about this, but if you have to go through the downtown area or anywhere between like Kilbourne and I want to say, what street is that? Juno? Anywhere over there, like off the freeway, all of that. I would say even Walnut. Walnut is a safe street to go down, but anything past that, man, it is going to be crazy. So make sure you guys are prepared to, you know, take a different route or just something, because it's going to disrupt
everything.
Other people, you know, and how they get to work and things like that.
Yeah, it definitely does. And like when you even think about it, because they plan for an amount of 50,000 people to be coming into the city. 50,000.
You know how much money that is? Like
that's a lot of money,
is
but
generating a lot of money from this.
For sure, but that's also a lot of people. So we got to make certain that when it comes down to the population that does come here for over the RNC weekend, just again, like you said, Juice, just know it's going to be a little bit more hectic than what it normally would be. So if you know the side streets to take to get where you need to be, I would suggest take them side streets, because you know normal folks who are just touring and visitors of Milwaukee will be on the highways, and just be safe, everybody,
and have patience.
Have patience. But you know what though, I would say, and I keep telling people this, for real, find a way to make some money. Right?
That is very
true. Find a way to make some money through this. Seriously, I know some folks right now who actually did place their homes on Airbnb or website just so they could actually partake and help some people out who are coming in for the RNC, get a few of their dollars. I don't care if you're the hot dog man, you got a hot dog stand, make certain that you're standing next to the RNC, because they may come up to you and need sell some T-shirts, like do something. You know, Milwaukee, I know y'all know how to hustle, man. So come on now.
No, for real.
I even know a few musicians, a few artists, rappers, and DJs who's finna come up off of this whole opportunity. And on top of that, like some of these DJs aren't even real DJs. They just people that clubs happen to know. Like, hey, bro, I know you like music. You want to DJ tonight? Just because the money's out there. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's a hustle for sure.
That's a definite hustle. So get to it.
Man, you for sure a hustler if you really don't know how to do something, but you agree to it and then just figure it out on the spot.
Figure it out with my life.
You need a DJ? Oh, all right, bet. You trying to figure out how to get the DJ equipment, or you just gonna have a phone and a Bluetooth and just go from Spotify.
It's true. You gotta just figure out how to make some money in this next week. And I don't care who you are. There's a few dollars that you can make some way, somehow.
Yeah. I'm actually interested to see the protesters. I'm not gonna lie, because I know you had brought that up when you thought I was talking about them with the riders, but the protesters and they little area that they got, and I say little because I mean it is going to be
they backed them off from the whole
little,
RNC.
you know.
They backed them off. They don't even have them next to the RNC, really.
I mean,
yeah,
they're in the red zone, aren't they?
They are back. They're past the yellow zone. The yellow zone.
Oh, they're not even in the yellow zone? I thought they were.
Nah, they're not in the yellow zone. They're basically past where the Trade Hotel is. It's a whole other block over where them street lights were. Nah, they're not even close to the RNC. So again, when last week, or actually it's not last week, it's this week, earlier this week, they were talking in regards to where they should be able to protest at. And, you know, the judge ended up ruling that they had to be back there. I understand why the protesters are like, you know what, we would like to at least be able to be a little bit closer, if not be able to walk through the RNC, because ultimately you guys are coming here to our city and we want our voices heard. There's a lot of different things that, you know, normal people, everyday people just like me and you are concerned about when it comes down to just this whole Republican idea and us actually having a Republican all over again for a president. It's not even just necessarily a problem with the Republican Party. It's more so a problem with who represents the Republican Party and the idealisms that he pushes down to the rest of his party.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think even though they're not going to be like right next to the RNC, I think their impact is still going to be felt, because like you said, 50,000 some people, they going to see them protesters. And you know the news is going to pick it up no matter where they're at. So if you are somebody who does want to go express that right and voice your opinion so it can be heard, I would 100% say go out there and maybe we'll go find you and talk to you. Put you on the truth page.
That's true too. Or honestly, be honest with you, you guys can hit us up right now, 833-212-1017. Send us in a text. If you guys got a few questions that you guys would like us to ask the Republicans while we are down there. Because ultimately I stand with y'all. I'm not necessarily for either party. To be honest with you, I'm here for the American people. So we need to get the
undecided?
Truth. Yeah, I'm undecided. You know what the problem is that these two white people. I feel bad for the white people right now because these are two bad examples.
Terrible representation.
Yeah, Joe Biden out here, and my God, he plays into the concepts that Donald Trump throws at him, the Sleepy Joe idea and all these other things that he's too old. He plays into it. I mean, just last night, he goes on to call President Zelensky, hey, congratulations, we're introducing President Putin. And then 2-3 seconds later, he realized he said the wrong thing. And then when they asked him about Kamala Harris,
Kamala. See, look, you saying her name wrong. Why he can't say her name wrong? Your mama ain't never mixed up your name. Your mama ain't never mixed up your name with your brother.
Yes, she has.
Okay, she still love you, and she still know who you are. She still know who you are.
We're talking about the president of the United States right now, Juice.
Like, I'm just saying.
And hear out my whole idea. Because like I was saying, he is playing into the rhetoric that Donald Trump is spewing towards him when he mixes up President Zelensky with President Putin, and then goes on to call VP Harris VP Trump. So ultimately, like I said before, he makes himself look weak. And then on the opposite side, we got Donald Trump over here, who we know for a fact is a liar. Just a whole week ago, talked about he didn't know nothing about Project 2025. And then just yesterday, clips is coming out of him messing around with the Heritage Foundation. And so clearly you know all about Project 2025. And then your friends and your cohorts who actually resided in your cabinet when you were actually the president are actually messing around with the Heritage Foundation, again proving to the fact that you know about Project 2025, and one of the authors of Project 2025 is one of your best friends. So where the hell are we going? Like I said before, I truly believe white people are embarrassed right now because this is not the best representation of them, and it's not the best representation of the people. All I want to say, Truth Nation, is correct me if I'm wrong, but neither party knows how to actually represent the American people currently as of today. Ultimately, President Obama was 10 times better than both these jokers, and I'll stand on that.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with that last part at all, to any capacity, because obviously he's like everybody's favorite president. He was the best. When you're talking about visuals and optics and all that other stuff, he was the best candidate that we ever had ever.
Yeah,
I don't know when we'll have another person like that to be able to step into office.
Well,
okay,
2052, you got your boy Ben Jammin. Vote for me in 2052.
And what are you going to do for the people?
Be better than Trump.
Convince us right now.
I ain't gonna do it right now. I don't have to do it right now.
Because you don't got nothing.
That's not true.
You don't know. You just want to have a beer with everybody, and that is not the case.
You think so?
That's what you said.
That's not what I said.
That is something that you said. That is something that you said.
No, I said
you said the people just want somebody that they could chill with, be cool with, have a beer with, kick it with. All that. You want to kick it with the people, bro.
No, that's true when people pick their president. That's not true of my nature of wanting to be the president, but that is true of people picking who they want to be president.
Well, I hope by the time that you decide to run for president, that you have everything all figured out. I hope you don't mess up nobody's name when you are up there, because you mess up names often. Even when we were here, we've interviewed people and you've messed up their names before, so you want to sit over here and mess up, talk about Sleepy Joe over here messing up people's names. No, I don't have his little wrinkly blonde hair. And how dare you? You know what? I don't even know if I want to continue this right now because you just made me mad.
Stand on business.
I don't need to stand on business. Everybody know where I stand. And all I'm saying is you talk about, they're just terrible representation for white people. And that could be the case. But Biden ain't do nothing to embarrass white people. He's just old. If anything, he's just an elderly man who is a grandpa, and he needs a little bit more sleep than what he's been getting. I would like to see you at his age doing all of this stuff, traveling everywhere, trying to talk to the people, trying to convince your own party that you should be the person that they should vote for.
That sucks,
like,
right?
come on now.
That has to suck.
Come on now.
That has to suck.
It does have to suck, but that's what you're trying to sign up for in 2052, isn't it?
Look, God willing, and with God's blessings,
Jesus.
I do make it to Joe Biden's age.
No, facts, but I'm just saying, give the brother some patience or something. Like, he be messing up all the time.
Maybe he
like
needs
people always mixing people up.
Maybe,
like that's just a mistake. Like Trump does the same thing.
Maybe
like,
he needs to sip on some sea moss. All right, help his brain out. Sip on a good smoothie.
All right, well, speaking of that, it's Sip to That Fridays, y'all. And we want to hear from you. 833-212-1017. Tell us what you're sipping to this weekend, what you're sipping for, what you're sipping on, why not? Is it something that made you happy? Is it something that made you sad? Is it something that made you think, I like that Biden. I'm going to vote for him again. Let me call in and tell everybody why I'm going to vote for Biden. Or, I mean, I don't feel like saying the other side, but because y'all know where I stand. But just do it. 833-212-1017. It is Sip to That Friday. And we got more on the other side. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. The Truth Family Fest is back. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our second annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious food, healthcare resources, and a backpack school supply giveaway. The Truth Family Fest is presented by Associated Bank and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, and American Family Insurance.
One call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. I'm telling you this right now. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, do not hesitate to make one call, that's all, to Gruber Law Offices. My really close friend, I told y'all this. His wife keeps finding different things and different ailments after the accident. When you get into a car accident, you may not feel it right away because you have a high adrenaline rush. And then a couple days go by and all of a sudden you feel ache in your back. You feel ache in your elbow. You feel ache in your knee. This is why you need to contact Gruber Law Offices, because when you contact them, they will make sure they work with you every step of the way. They'll make sure you get a doctor's appointments. They'll make sure you get MRIs. They'll make sure you get the necessary therapy so you can truly focus on healing and they can focus on winning your case. And there's no fee whatsoever when you call them, consult with them, or to retain them as a law firm. You never pay a fee until they win your case. So call them today at 414-276-6666. That's 414-276-6666. And visit Gruber-Law.com. Is one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices.
Have you ever said, I'd like to do something different for a change? I'm tired of doing the same old, same old. Well, the Wisconsin Black Chamber invites all wine lovers and those who want to spend a Saturday doing something different to the Black Winemakers Chicago Day Trip, Saturday, July 20th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We meet at the Black Chamber building located at 2900 West Fleet and head to Chicago for a day of winemaking, eating, drinking, fun, and laughter. It's an experience you won't forget, especially since there's plenty of photo ops. Grab a couple friends and create some memories. Visit our website, twbcc.com, to register. You can register for the July 20th or August 31st class right now. Don't wait, classes fill up fast. The Wisconsin Black Chamber is still doing the most. Visit twbcc.com to keep up with what we have going on.
It's your boy, Tory Lowe from The Tory Lowe Show. Tap in for that action. Listen to The Truth all day, every day by downloading The Truth app or stream on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Stitcher.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Everywhere in America, families are struggling with an all-too-common problem.
She missed school again.
Again?
Something is going on. She's secretive.
Should we check her backpack?
When you suspect a family member has a substance use disorder, it's hard to know what to do next.
We need to talk to her.
Starting the conversation is the first step to getting help. Visit SAMHSA at samhsa.gov/families for tips. Or for treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back. Let me tell you guys about American Family Insurance, y'all, because you can protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, assigned as operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Welcome back, everybody. You are Jammin' with Juice. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. That has been Jammin'.
It's amazing.
Always keeping it juicy. And it is Sip to That Friday, so make sure you guys call in and tell us what you sipping to this weekend, what you sipping to, what happened this weekend at 833-212-1017. But we are also talking about what would you say?
I mean, the RNC is next week. We will be broadcasting live from there.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh,
I'm super excited for it.
So yeah, tell us what you guys would actually want us to ask the Republicans when we are there, because I know you did tell people to do that. So 833-212-1017. But right now, we are about to head to the lines and talk to Black Conscious. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Boop, 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 because I'm black and I'm black because I'm black, y'all. What's up, good people? Happy Friday.
Yeah.
What's cracking?
And I really want to thank y'all for keeping it amazingly juicy over these last couple of weeks and months, because we need this in our life with all this crap that's coming to our town, setting up these barriers looking like occupied Germany. But you might want to take a picture of it, or because it's probably going to stay that way once Hump wins. We all got to deal with that, because this might be the norm now. So don't get it twisted.
What do you mean by that, Black Conscious? Are you talking about the norm as far as, like, if Donald Trump wins, martial law might be enacted? Is that what you're talking about?
Martial law is in full effect. Talking about Project 2025, that's a part of it, too.
What do you know about Project 2025? Talk to me.
Well, we ain't got enough time for that, but, do your research and check it out for yourself.
I know a few things, Black Conscious. I know a few different things.
Yeah, and it's probably the same.
What's the thing? What stands out the most for you about Project 2025? If you had one thing that you are at least, I don't want to say the most afraid of, but concerned about.
Stripping people of their rights.
Yeah.
To the fullest, in all shape, form, or fashion. You think you got these problems now when you're going to vote. It's going to be a whole lot more turned up. And the other part that's scary, they're going to deputize these goons to go out and give them the right to do whatever, but they're not doing it on their pink side of town. They're going to be going for the disenfranchised voters and stuff like that, and just causing all type of havoc. I mean, even to the point where you can't even pass out water and pizza where it's 1,000 degrees outside and people standing in line just doing the right thing for humanity.
Interesting.
Come on, man.
So Black Conscious, what you're talking about is the police immunity that Donald Trump has said he will give to police officers underneath Agenda 47. Is that correct?
And it ain't gonna just stop at police. It's gonna stop at what security force. It's gonna like these individuals over here is pretty much getting the same with the incident at the Hyatt. Not to mention, do you know there's a marker there, a black historical marker that used to be a black historical church. Maybe 25 feet away from the Hyatt. It sits right on the corner.
Yeah.
It's a black historical marker that sits right on the corner of the Hyatt. I think west of there.
That's
not too far from it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's something we need to pay attention of. I'm sorry, my queen. I know it was a senior moment he had, but you just don't make moments like that when they already at your butt. Calling that man President Putin.
Yeah, that was wild.
Referring to his vice president, who you are there, that's been with you, riding with you for 4 years, as Trump. You let Trump have that. You can't afford to have stuff like that. They would eat you up alive.
I agree. I'm giving him grace.
And so as well as I. But, you know, right now, you could put up Mr. Hankey, and he'll probably get more votes and stuff than this guy. And if you don't know who Mr. Hankey is, he's South Park. You're going to trip when you find out.
Yeah, very, very crazy. Thank you so much, Black Conscious. But before we
live righteous Milwaukee,
hold up, Black Conscious. Before you leave,
okay,
what are you sipping to for this week or weekend? What are you sipping to?
What am I sipping?
What are you sipping on? What are you sipping to? What do you want to celebrate?
Oh,
what are you excited for?
I'm celebrating the part of me being free to sit in my backyard to do what I love to do best. Absolutely nothing but drink tequila sunrise, and go commando. That's all I care for.
Well,
be free while you can.
Enjoy your weekend. That sounds like a beautiful one.
Let them free, let them breathe.
I feel like, dog. Be safe. God bless.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. Go commando.
I mean,
because what if we got neighbors? And they could
forget
see.
the neighbors. You know what the thing is, when I got grown, I was like, bro, if I would decide to walk around my house naked, I'm walking around naked. Okay,
that's in the house. I'm talking about outside the house.
Do I have to tell Truth Nation how young Benjamin, I once went streaking. Okay. But with that being said, you know, this is Sip to That Friday.
It's Sip to That Friday. 833-212-1017. Let us know what you sipping to. Benjamin, would you like to let us know what you sipping to this weekend?
I got a few different ideas. So we kind of already touched on one of the ones that I wanted to talk about because I wanted to sip to the fact that we will be broadcasting live at the RNC next week. And I'm going to be in the midst of all the devils, all right? All the devils out there, okay? So I want y'all to pray for me, Truth Nation, all right? I am honored to be in the presence of so many brilliant minds while I am there, but I do understand that good and evil exist in both rooms. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the protesters next week. I can't wait to see what they got to say, how they're going to impact the RNC, and how they're going to impact America. All right, we got a lot of different things going on, whether you're talking about the war over there in the Palestinian war, or whether you're talking about the war that we got going on outside, you know, right here in our own homeland, our home street. You know, we were just talking about, or Black Conscious just called in and was just talking about, you know, the tragic death of Devontae Mitchell being at the Hyatt Hotel. You know, so these things when we talk about, you know, black people dying at the hands of the, you know, enforcers, if you will, it's still prevalent and still happening to this day. So wake up. You know, that's what the truth is here for. You know, we're here to bring the truth to the light. You know, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be doing this at the RNC because I got so many different bullet points that I'm going to be.
No, for sure. Ben is about to be, I keep saying this to him, but he's going to be like a kid in the candy store at the RNC. All right, y'all?
1,000%. 1,000%. And while I am speaking about the great white hope, another thing that I'm actually sipping to is I'm also sipping to the fact that the great white hope of hip-hop, yes, has come back and has finally dropped his new album, all right? If y'all don't know, the death of Slim Shady, all right, has dropped today, and I have been listening. I ain't all the way through yet. But I have been listening, okay? And I'm wondering truly how much he's going to offend people, all right? Last time we talked about the Megan Thee Stallion bar. For whatever odd reason, so many people were upset that he came up with the bar about, I wonder if I did something with Megan Thee Stallion, if I had a shot at her feet. You know, people were upset, had a lot of black people upset. But I'm wondering how he's going to offend people. I'm wondering how he's going to offend the transgenders. I wonder how he will talk about the gays.
Specifically, bro?
Yeah, because this is the antics that Eminem does, you know. I'm wondering how many times he's going to mention a penis with Caitlyn Jenner all in the same sentence. And ultimately, I'm wondering, really, will people bang his new album? Because a lot of people say Eminem is whack now, all right? He may be white, but he's whack. That's what they say. you know. But from the things that I've heard and actually listened to off the project, I personally think Eminem has to be, you know, of recent years, the worst beat picker of all time. Like, these beats are trash. I'm not gonna lie. From what I've heard, beats are trash. Lyrics are there, all right? They are pure. I think if Eminem was just rapping with no beat, it'd be one of the most insane things you've ever heard in your life. But as far as the beats go, that man need to holla at DJ Mustard, holla at Metro Boomin, holla at Hit Boy. Shout out to my boy Hit Boy, and figure that all out. You know,
he needs to just go acapella. I could never really fully get into Eminem. I don't know what it was.
My closet.
I don't know what it was about Eminem, but I think maybe it was just how he was rapping. You know how everybody has their preference as to who they like, the styles they like, the flows they like, just sonically what they like to hear. And sonically, I don't know. I feel like
I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet.
Eminem just never really did it for me. He had a couple songs because I like that one, but I think I more so knew Eminem because my older cousin used to listen to him and 50 Cent. And so I would hear it from time to time when we was at, you know, grandma's house, stuff like that. But it was never that appealing to me. I was more so into the songs that the rappers would do, and then they would have the singer, R&B singer, come on the hook or something like that, or do the chorus.
Like the Ja Rules.
Yeah, like the Nellies, or that one song, Sunshine. You remember that one?
Yeah, Lil Flip.
Lil Flip, where he at? Like, what he been doing? But that was more so my vibe. So the hardcore rap style of like freestyling or battle rap style, I couldn't vibe to it. So I mean, I hope
to this album. That's what you're saying.
I hope Eminem.
She is not giving you a chance.
I hope Eminem, you know, has a very great what would you call it, streaming rollout of this rollout, whatever it is
first,
but I don't think I might partake in it.
I mean, I think since the RNC is next week, you know, a few of them folks out there will definitely be banging.
But
Eminem.
I did want to ask you a question though, Ben, because you know you a hip hop guy, and you know Eminem, you know his music. You were saying that you think he's gonna take hits at these different groups, right?
Yep.
Is that just what he's known for? Is just being a troll to people, and you're just expecting him to troll the ideas that everybody kind of is too afraid to talk about?
You see, my hip hop integrity. This is what I have to display right now. It's my hip hop integrity. So really, ultimately, to the general masses, yes, that's what Eminem is about. He's known to, quote unquote, in today's terminology, go and troll the gay community, the trans community, say outlandish things, somewhat as a shock jock, have a few different references to how he decides to murder himself or murder somebody else or murder his baby mother. He plays on with antics like that a lot of the times throughout his lyrics. However, if you dive a little bit deeper, he loves to go down an imaginary rabbit hole of different Looney Tune tactics, if you will. And yeah, that's what I would say. So ultimately, one of the reasons why Eminem is even the GOAT and one of the greatest of all time is because of his extreme lyrical rap display, his tactical skill, his technical skill, the cadences that he's able to rap at, and also the imagery he's able to put inside of your head as he is rapping. But again, still one of the worst beat pickers of all time.
So it definitely matters, because usually people will listen to stuff. If your lyrics are trash, but you got a really good beat, people ain't even gonna care. That's most of music today. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, you don't have to be talking about nothing of relevancy, nothing of substance. You could be talking about something going up your booty, and they are gonna listen to it if it is on a fire beat. And that's matters. Crazy. That is crazy to me. It moves the people.
It moves the people, man. You need a dope beat, man. So Eminem, look, I really do respect your lyrical rap display. I really do, and I think you are one of the greatest. I mean, hell, you literally crossed a lake from us, for real, for real. But with that being said, bro, please pick better beats. Like, literally come here to Milwaukee. I know some cats who can get you right.
He gonna see this and come for you, and now you gonna be in a diss.
Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am.
You gonna have to shoot fires back.
Well, you know what, and you know what? Because I got so much respect for Eminem, I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do it unless he said something about my mama, or he said something about my dead daddy, or unless he said something, you know, because then I got to spin the block. But otherwise, you know, man, if Eminem mentioned
let him do his thing.
Yeah, let him do his thing, man. He's white. He can do whatever, right?
All right, y'all. Well, it is Sip to That Friday. Make sure you guys guys call in. Let us know what you're sipping to this weekend. Did you have an epiphany that happened this weekend where you like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that? Shout out to that. Let us know what it is. Or if something made you mad and you literally have to get a drink and sip to something this weekend, let us know about that too at 833-212-1017. I'm going to give y'all mine when we return. So keep it locked here. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Welcome to another episode of Analysis, man.
From Buck superstar Giannis.
You know, and then I'm going to like Chris at the time.
What did coach mean? What do you...
And even Green Bay QB Jordan Love. There's only one call for these conversations.
I've never been in a Lambo, and I have to, right? What is this Lambo league?
Tune in to the Thanalysis Show, presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Find it today on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere you get podcasts.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. Right. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. They need you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect. All at a great price.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action. Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
All right, y'all. So, behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit AssociatedBank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Now, welcome back, you guys. It's Jammin' with Juice. It is Sip to That Friday, so make sure you guys call in. Let us know what you're sipping to this weekend at 212-1017, y'all. We got to head to the lines and let us know what you're sipping on, okay? We got to listen to what you got going on. And first up, we got Miss Carolyn on the line. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Well, hello. I was just telling the guy when he answered the phone, I said, I be listening to you young folks. You guys crack me up. You guys are forward thinkers. I like that about y'all.
Thank you.
And I like the comment that you made about Joe Biden and his rigorous schedule and how if we were 81 or at that age, we would probably be mixing some people's name up. I am in the health field. That is a very valid assessment because that man is 81 years old and he has had a rigorous schedule and stuff. And most people my age couldn't do that and keep up with it. Don't forget.
Exactly.
And I am a senior too. Okay, so I give him a pass on that. And the other thing that people don't realize is that there is a big senior citizen organization that everybody overlooks, and I'm a part of it, and it's called AARP. We didn't already went to the poll in April. Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
So why they're always talking all this stuff about politics, know what you're talking about. And another point that I like, too, that you made about the president does not make all the decisions. He does not. That's why he has the House of Congress, the senators, and all that.
Hey,
he's not the only person making decisions and stuff. So if he still decides to run, it's already been decided that, hey, let's get through with this campaign. And when we get through with this campaign, then we'll talk about transitioning. All the traders, they forgot how to be a good trader. Because, see, first, you shut your mouth and win the race. Then you kick him out. That's what you do.
Okay, so Miss Carolyn, really quick question. We don't have much time here, but you said you already voted, and I'm assuming you voted for Joe Biden. Is that correct?
That's correct.
What made you want to vote for Joe Biden?
Because it was no more viable candidates. And like I said, he's not the only decision maker. And I know he has some people behind him that are going to help him with that decision.
Oh, of course.
Trump,
yep.
He got some people behind him, but he bullheaded. He going to fight them like a pit bull.
All right. Hey, works for me.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Miss Cannon. But before you go, she's gone. Yeah. Well, I'm going to get to mine. Right. So it's going to be real quick, hopefully, even though I low-key think we might need to continue this conversation like next week at the RNC or something like that. But my sip to that Friday is the fact that justice has been served in Philadelphia.
Oh, my God.
And if you do not know what I am talking about, y'all, earlier this week, there was a man wanted by police in Philly for indecent assault after he ejaculated on a woman's leg in a Dollar Tree. Huh? Yeah, you heard what I just said. A man he ran into a Dollar Tree. He ejaculated on a woman's leg and ran out of the store.
Oh, that was different.
Very much so.
A Family
different.
Dollar store.
This lady start recording as he's running out of the store, and she's screaming. I don't even know if I can say the word that she said. I can't say the word. Well, I'm just going to say, he ejaculated on my leg. He ejaculated on my leg. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And this man is running out. And you know what's crazy to me, y'all, is the fact that in the comments, people said this is not his first time doing this. Man, this is not funny, man.
What?
Bro, this is not funny. This lady, if y'all were to hear the video, I wish I would have sent it to Zach. Maybe we'll do it next week or something. Oh, it is?
I wanted to send the audio
Bro,
as well.
She sounded so traumatized.
She is.
Like, that is disgusting.
Very much so.
That is so vile to me. And you do this for fun. Like, this is what he just goes around and just does. How has he done this more than one time? Oh, why did he do it at all?
69 God.
And the man runs out. It's like, bro, you're in a Dollar Tree. What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Because it's not going to lick itself.
And then that's what his shirt said. His shirt says, it's not going to lick itself. That's the shirt he decided to wear when he walked into that Dollar Tree in Philadelphia and ejaculated on a random woman's leg. That is terrible. This is the America that we're living in. And In the chat right now, Brian said dude had to be white. Guess again, he's black. He is a black man. He was a black man who went into the Dollar Tree and ejaculated on a woman's leg and traumatized her for life. You can hear in her cries that she is going to be scarred because of this incident. And I'm just happy that he voluntarily surrendered to police for that assault. His name is Gary A. Miles, and apparently this is not his first time doing this.
Yeah, I guess she didn't see that coming.
So sip to that. Roger. Fridays. Oh my God. If y'all have any sip to that, please text us, call us at 833-212-1017. What were you going to say, Ben?
That person said, the ejaculator, he said he's voting for Biden.
Excuse me?
I'm just letting you know about your people.
These ain't my people. These ain't my people. You know what? I'm going to get into you when we come back. Keep it light here, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
The Republican National Convention countdown is on. The RNC is coming to Milwaukee next week, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth will be broadcasting live from the convention, and we will have you covered with everything you need to know. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
What's poppin', Juicy Jammers? It's your girl, Noni Juice, letting y'all know to grab your cups and take a sip with us on Jammin' with Juice. Get refreshed with yours truly, live on air every single weekday from 12 to 1 and streaming on YouTube.
The Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce invites all business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs to our third Thursday networking event featuring the pitch competition. Thursday, July 18th, 5 to 9 p.m. at Perkins Private Event Venue, 6822 West Brown Deer Road. This is a public event. Join us for great food, games and prizes, and of course, the pitch competition. We will find number 7 of the 11 who will compete in December for the $10,000 grand prize. If you are a business-minded person looking to expand your network, collaborate, partner, or grow your business, this is where you want to be. It takes a team to grow a business. Come on out and get your team together. There's no cost to attend. Doors open at 5. Pitch competition starts at 6:30. The monthly winner is determined by audience vote, so bring your family and friends. The Wisconsin Black Chamber is still doing the most. Visit twbcc.com to keep up with what we have going on.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Welcome back, y'all. We are about to wrap up the show with a bow right now on Sip to That Friday. But before we do, we gotta head to the line, y'all. And if you have any text messages you want to let us know about Sip to That Friday before we get up out of here or on the YouTube chat, go to 833-212-1017, or I should say call or text. Well, mostly text. But anyway, we're gonna go to overtime on the line. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer? What you sipping to this weekend?
Just be working.
You just gonna be working? All right. Well, yeah, you gotta sip to that for sure, because you're gonna have a long weekend ahead.
OT, you got 60 seconds. Come on now.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment about that last segment about the masturbator in Philly. Look here, this is why I say really government-funded sexual health clinics where you can provide actual government sex workers for the sexual healing and legs for the jerkers. Holla back.
All right, thank you. You know what? I low-key do want to hit Ms. Rose. I'm going to tell her she got 20 seconds. Ms. Rose, what's poppin', Juicy Jammer? You got like 20 to 30 seconds, my love.
Okay, number one, if the people who are putting stress on President Biden will put that same negative mentality to positively push to get rid of Trump. Biden would beat Trump, and don't worry about 4 years. Worry about Biden beating Trump and being themselves as president for the year 2025. And then you can do whatever you want with the presidency, because he will then probably retire or relax. But the people put the stress on the cause of a lot of his stress. And if they have to go through what they put him through, they need to experience it, and maybe they would leave him alone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rose.
Thanks, Ms. Rose.
We appreciate you so much. Sip to that Friday, y'all. We had a lot of discussion so far today, but
I mean, we did, the whole President Biden, President Trump thing, who knows who's really going to win. Obviously there's a lot of people out here who want to vote for, or who are voting for Biden, who still have support for Biden. And I'm not saying don't have support for Biden, but Biden, please, please, please do not play into Donald Trump's hand. All right. I don't know why, and I understand where it came from, but for your whole entire party to start questioning from the inside out, should you still be the candidate?
But that's because Democrats don't be loyal, bro. Like, they be flip-flopping as quick as you say some wrong word. Okay? Republicans don't deal with that. They be loyal if they hate you. They be loyal if you're ugly. They be loyal if y'all don't even have majority of things in common, because you have one thing, you have a common goal when it comes to Republicans. And that common goal is to be better than everybody else. And whoever is going to be put in position to do that, they are going to vote for them. You think all Republicans really like Trump for real? Do you think all Republicans or majority of Republicans really think that Trump is the best person to be the president of the United States? Or are they just for the Project 2025? Or are they just for whatever agenda that they are trying to push? It's only the Democratic people who are like, you gotta prove to me why I need to vote for you. What you gonna do for me? Why you gonna do this? Oh, you this. Like, stop being a flip-flopper. Pick a side and stay there. I'm sick of it. And that's all I gotta say. That is my sip to that. I'm sipping to that. How about that? I'm a sip to that.
Go ahead.
It's sip to that Friday.
Sip to it, Juice. Ultimately, you should just vote for whoever aligns with your best interest. That's just it. So if you're with Biden and you need all the pronouns in the world to describe yourself, then so be it.
What? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tapping into what we had going on today. I mean, all week, really. We had Kristen Yelich on. We had Wave Chappelle on. We had Much Lauren. Happy birthday! Woo!
Yep.
Y'all, next time y'all hear from us, it's going to be at the RNC. Ooh, that's something you don't want to do. Thanks y'all so much. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin.
It's amazing.
Now sip on that. Tori Lowe shows up next.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth